Class, so far we've been working with single variables which could hold a string or a number. Let's look at arrays. An array is a set of variables with one name. Another way to look at it, an array is a variable with multiple slots for values. The various variables in an array are called the elements of the array. And all the elements are accessed by numeric index inside square brackets. The first element has an index of 1. Now that's a little bit unusual. The vast majority of programming languages that you will encounter after your study of Raptor will have arrays that start with an index of 0. But in Raptor, it's 1. We have a small Raptor code block here which shows how we could create an array called grades with 3 elements. And you can see, I hope, that we've got grades 1 with a value of 88, grades 2 with a value of 76, and grades 3 with a value of 94. Notice we have square brackets to indicate the index. Here's what it would look like in Raptor if you actually want to set up this first value here for element number 1. This is how you would set it up in Raptor. And here's what's stored in memory after these 3 statements. You've got 3 numbers in memory. They're all known as grades with a different index value. Index 1 is 88, index 2 is 76, index 3 is 94. Now, why do we like arrays? They're very powerful. And the main reason for the power comes from the fact that the indexes can be variables. The indexes inside the square brackets can be variables. That makes it very easy for arrays to be worked with loops. Take a look at this little code section. We're assigning 2 to a variable num. Well, if we followed that with an output, put grades, and then inside the square brackets num, you can use a variable for the index. And since num is 2, that's going to output 76. Now the real power comes when you use these arrays with loops. The loop control variable, like count, as we've used many times before, can be used as the array index in each loop cycle. And in this way you can process the entire array efficiently and quickly and with very little code. Let's take a look at a very simple program. Here's a simple program that uses an array, and it's just like the document we were looking at. We've got our 3 array elements being set up here, elements 1, 2, and 3. We're assigning a variable num with the value of 2, and then we're going to try to output it. Let's give that a run. If we give that a run, and I'll just reset this before I do, so that we can clear the memory area here, and we'll run it step by step. As soon as we get through the first symbol here of assignment, you can see that we have an array appearing, and if you expand the plus sign, you'll see that we've got 1 element with a value of 88. If we go on to the next symbol, now we've got 2 elements. Second element has a value of 76, and so on. You can see the array is being created. And then finally, there's the value of 2 being assigned to num, and there's our output of 76, as you might expect. Well, that's a simple introduction to arrays. Much more coming. We're definitely going to be using them with loops.